Welcome to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky, folks. It's 88 degrees. It's going to be beautiful here in Lexington as the Long Island Ducks get ready to play the first game of a three-game series here at Wild Health Field versus your Kentucky Wild Health Genomes. I'm Steve Tressler, and it's time for Wild Health Genomes baseball. The Long Island Ducks are coached by the former 1986 World Series star from the New York Mets, Wally Backman. One of the owners of that team is actually Bud Harrelson, who had that collision at second base with Pete Rose, is infamously known for that. And I believe Hugh Davis, our official scorer, told me that was in 71 or 2. And you know what? If he's wrong, it's okay. It was my fault because I'm the one who put him on the spot. What do you think, 73? Hugh says 73, so I'm going to go with that. Dave Kaplan has no idea. He just shakes his head yes at everything I say up here. And then he turns to Hugh and makes a frown. So I'm not sure what that's about. What? There you go. That's LJ's his son. No kidding. So Lee Mazzilli's son, LJ Mazzilli, plays for the Ducks as well. So you'll hear me quacking about that all night. Did you get that, guys? Because I said Ducks and quack. Anyway, here's the starting lineup for the Long Island Ducks. Batting first, playing center field, number 15, Dustin Woodcock. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 20, Lou Ford. Batting third, playing left field, number 33, Alejandro De Aza. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 26, Sam Travis. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 24, Davidson Romero. Batting sixth and catching, number 44, Carlos Castro. So sad to see him go. I love Castro. Batting seventh, playing second base, number 13, son of Lee Mazzilli, LJ Mazzilli. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 1, Vladimir Frias. Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 14, Johnny Turbo. And on the bump tonight for the Ducks, number 25, Anderson De Leon, the right-hand pitcher. We have a new technical director tonight. That's going to be Andrew Sexton. I'm excited to have him here because I've seen some of his work. So he'll be helping out with the technical direction and the video production tonight. So welcome up and welcome aboard, Andrew. And now for your Kentucky Wild Health Genomes. Batting first, playing second base, number 9, Luke Becker. Batting second, the center fielder, number 30, Anderson Miller. Batting third, playing right field, number 34, Chris Shaw. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 8, Chris Davis. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 20, Moises Sierra. Batting sixth, playing first base, number 36, Samir Dueñez. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 7, Tio Martinez. Batting eighth and catching, number 13, Chase Velo. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 3, Clayton Melbauer. And on the bump for the Genomes, number 14, Dustin Beggs. Folks, we're just moments away from Genomes baseball. We're going to come back for the pregame trivia question. See if you guys can get that one right. Here it is. As I'll give you the question, we'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back with the answer and with the a little bit of pregame information, not to mention the national anthem. We'll throw some highlights up, and then we'll start Genomes baseball. Here it is. What Major League Baseball player has broken up 81 no-hitters with a home run? 81 times he hit a home run and broke up a no-hitter. We'll be back with the answer right after this. This is Kentucky Wild Health Genomes baseball. Welcome back to Wild Health Field here in Lexington, Kentucky, as the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes get ready to host the Long Island Ducks. Now, folks, I do want to tell you here that as we begin this 3-game series, the Long Island Ducks lost 2 of 3 to the Lexington Legends when they were here last. Just recently, they took 2 of 3 from the Lexington Legends at their home field, Fairfield Properties Ballpark. Now, the Legends and Ducks have already played 3 games this year, and all 3 games the Ducks won. So the Genomes are trying to get their very first win versus the Long Island Ducks and hoping to do that tonight here at Wild Health Field. As you see, the managers are at the home plate there as they are discussing what is going to happen here in the game, changing lineup cards. And we'll be back with the lineups, where we give you the lineups. We're going to come back with the umpires and where they're going to be located tonight, and we'll give you a couple little tidbits. But to answer that trivia question that we left you with, who broke up 81 no-hitters, all with home runs? Well, the answer to that is Ricky Henderson as the leadoff batter. He hit 81 leadoff home runs, which already took away a no-hitter because the pitcher had not thrown any hits yet, right? So, trick question, but it was Ricky Henderson. Hello, Blair Hathaway. Let's go is right. We'll be back with Genomes Baseball right after this.
Did you get those yet?
Nope, that's what I was talking about just now. Home plate Michael Rash.
And I think this is the first time this guy's been here because it looked like he was asking a lot of questions about the nooks and crannies of the field.
Jason Smith.
Yeah. 'Cause I know some Jason Smiths, but not this one.
And Hugh, what is the measurements of the field? Left field is how deep? Do we know?
There's I think if you type in Applebee's Park dimensions, it'll bring it up.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
I can't remember.
All right, no problem. I'll look it up. Left field, 320 feet. Straightaway center, 401. Right field, 318.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir.
I knew there was something that had it, but I don't think anything on our website. I don't have it in my head yet.
Yeah.
I think Blair was trying to be funny and her message got retracted. She said, I dated a genome in college.
You see
Now
that?
it says message retracted. Blair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, the girl was on there?
Yeah. She either deleted it or somebody deleted it for her. Because it said, I dated a genome in college.
We all dated Genomes in college. Yeah, we're all made of genomes. So it is. We're about to play the national anthem here and get ready for Genomes baseball. Join us. We'll be back in just a moment. First pitch to Proctor, hit to second, goes to short. Here's the pitch. He hits this one to short, over to second for the force out, and that ends the inning. But
home runs. He'll bat with an 0-2 count here with 2 outs. He'll have a play at the plate as Irvin is going to be tagged out at home.
he hits a grounder to second, double play ball. They throw it to second, and he hits this one a ton. Center field going back, and it is out of here. Chris Shaw with a 2-run home run here in the bottom of the first. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Folks, it is time for Genomes Baseball. I'm Steve Tressler, and the Genomes host the Long Island Ducks for a 3-game series here in Lexington at Wild Health Field. Thanks for joining us. We do appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to sign in and say hello, and let's watch some Genomes Baseball today as they start the first of 3 on the mound tonight for the Genomes. Dustin Beggs. He's going to face Dustin Woodcock, the center fielder, number 15, batting first. The designated hitter batting second is Lou Ford. Batting third, first baseman Sam Travis. Batting fourth, third baseman Davidson Romero. Batting fifth, fourth was Sam Travis. Batting fifth, Davidson Romero. Batting sixth, the catcher, Carlos Castro, a familiar name. L.J. Mazzilli, Vladimir Frias, Johnny Turbo round out the lineup. But first, Dustin Woodcock comes to the plate, a guy that has had pretty good luck hitting here as he hit 2 home runs versus the Legends, both in the 9th inning over the July 4th weekend. And he faces Dustin Beggs. And the first pitch from Beggs, the right-hander, in there for strike 1 to the left-hand hitting Dustin Woodcock. Just recently on Wednesday, Woodcock against the Legends hit 3 home runs, becoming only the second player ever to do that as he hits this, a rocket over to second, and fielded well by the second baseman there as he fires over to first, and Luke Becker with a nice throw, and that's out number 1. Woodcock's hit 10 home runs this year, 3 of those coming in one day, but 5 of those coming against Lexington teams here in the last week. And here's the designated hitter coming to the plate, Lou Ford. Lou Ford also a hitting coach for the Ducks as he steps in. I feel like that'd be a lot of pressure. You're not only in there to bat and try to get a hit, but you're the hitting coach, and you're trying to tell your guys is how you do it. Again, Luke Becker gets the ball, fires over to first, and 2 up, 2 down. And the former University of Kentucky star putting both of them out with a throw from second to first. And that's a 4-3 out if you're scoring at home. And here's Alejandro De Aza. You talk about a guy with a hot bat. Alejandro De Aza, just on Thursday, had a couple walks, scored twice, drove in a run. 10-year veteran of the major leagues. And he hits it to Luke Becker. So 3 straight ground balls to Becker and 3 straight outs. So that's it. 3 up, 3 down on 5 pitches from Dustin Beggs. Ducks don't leave anybody on, don't get anybody on, and we're headed to the bottom half of the first. No score, but the Genomes coming up. Well, the defensive star from the top of the first stepping in here, Luke Beckers. He fielded all 3 hits from the Ducks batters and threw all 3 of them out as they charged down the line to first base. Luke Becker, definitely a standout player for the Genomes this year. First pitch to him, swing and a miss, strike 1. On the bump, Anderson De Leon, the right-hander. De Leon, a native of Brooklyn, New York, the right-hander. Becker hits this one up the middle off the end of the bat, fielded by the shortstop, and they get him charging to first. But Vladimir Frias slid over to grab the ball before it was able to get into the outfield, and that's out number 1. Umpiring crew tonight. Behind home plate's going to be Michael Rash. First base is Jason Smith. Third base, Kevin Powell. Kirk Powell, excuse me. I said Kevin, and there we go, Kirk Powell, Captain Kirk Powell. I like it. Anderson Miller steps in, and he faces De Leon. De Leon, nice pitch there, 90-mile-an-hour fastball, missing. Miller's bat's been hot recently, 3 home runs, 4 triples, 24 RBIs, and he rockets it, and a diving grab by Frias at shortstop. So Miller, hands on his hips, can't believe it didn't get through, and that's out number 2. And the bottom of the first looking much like the top. Look at that line drive, and he just look at Miller there on the bottom right. He just stares straight ahead, puts his hands on his hips, and says, "Are you kidding me?" And here comes Chris Shaw to the plate, the former San Francisco Giant. He always comes up to some Def Leppard. Shaw's bat has warmed up recently as well. This one low inside, ball one. Shaw is actually the team leader as far as drawing walks. He's number 2 in the league. He gets walked a lot. And credit Shaw and being able to pick and choose which pitches he swings. He works the pitchers pretty well. Nelly Rodriguez from York is the only other player that's been walked more. But Shaw does a great job of working the count, forcing the pitchers to throw strikes. As you see there, ball 2, 2-0 the count. The former Boston College star, also former San Francisco Giants player. And this one missing as well. 3 balls and no strikes to the right fielder. Logan Weiler, how you doing? Watching from Fort Bragg. I love it. Go Genomes. Dan Parrott, hello from California. Let's go Genomes. I'm with you. 3 balls, 1 strike as Chris Shaw fouls this one out of play. Batting .282 on the season, 8 home runs. Strikes. Two and 0 the count. You know the answer. Type it in. We'll see if you get it right here, folks. I'd go down there before an hour before the start of the games every time. Right, his left makes the catch. That's out number 2, but the runner will advance. So now Romero at third base. They have a runner at third. Here's the 1-1. Almost ready for All-Star Weekend. Here's the former home run champion, Chris Davis. Go ahead, Hugh. What?
I'll give you a little hint. He was a Red, but also a Brave, and I think he did it as a Brave.
All right, so got a trivia question of my own here to answer. First pitch to Crush, outside. He's batting .421. He's been in the league a week, and he's already hit 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. The former home run champion from the Oakland A's. I believe he also played for the Brewers. And he rips this one into left field. And that's a first hit of the game for the Genomes as Chris Davis is on. And the Genomes ready to get something started here in the bottom of the second. And Moises Sierra comes up for his first trip. Sierra with 6 home runs and 30 RBIs on the season. .268 batting average. Chris Davis on first. De Leon on the bump there for the Ducks. He kicks and fires right down the pipe. Strike 1, 91 miles an hour. Here's the 0-1. Great night for baseball. The lights are already on here at the field. De Leon looks in, checks his runner, now fires. That one just a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, I don't know. Who was that pitcher, Hugh? Wow, I would have never guessed that one. Tony Cloninger.
Andy also had another RBI in that game and hit 2 home runs in another game earlier this year. Had 5 for the year.
2 balls, 1 strike now, as that one was outside to Martinez, or to Sierra. So the first African-American to ever make the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame that was not in the Negro Leagues first was Bob Gibson. Bob Gibson. Hugh Davis, our official scorer, got that right. This one chopped foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Sierra now. Nobody out, 1 on, bottom of the second. Do you guys have as much fun when Michael or Tom are here? I mean, I feel like you all should all have headsets on.
They have less trivia and they have headsets on.
Yeah. I feel like I'm the best, though, like the funniest anyway. It's got to be true. Actually, I heard Michael say that last night, so I wanted to say it too. Michael's a lot of fun, though. He is. Tom is outstanding. He's got that velvety, smooth cotton voice. It's like smooth cotton. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Sierra. And he hits this one down to third base. They fire over to second. They get Davis, but they don't get Martinez as he makes it. And there's 1 out and 1 on. Davis forced out at second. He'll head back to the dugout. So Sierra makes it to first on a fielder's choice. And now the first baseman, Samir Dueñez, for the Genomes comes up. Hello, Eric Tyler. Welcome to the broadcast, brother.
Got another trivia for you here momentarily.
Dueñez hits a rocket to first. They fire over to second. They're going to have to tag him. I tell you what, Sierra made it fun. They had to tag him because they get the force out at first, so they had to put the tag on him at second, and they do. Sierra knew it, so he kind of toyed there, but they get it. They're out of the inning. They're going to waddle back to the dugout here. After 2, no score in Lexington between the Ducks and the Genomes, but we'll be back with more Genomes baseball right after this. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky, as we begin the top of the third. Johnny Turbo steps in for his first at bat here, facing Dustin Beggs. He pops up the first pitch, third base side going foul. Third baseman runs in and makes the catch, though, and that's out number 1. So nice defensive work by the Wild Health Genome third baseman, Sierra, and that's out number 1.
I think the only teams they played for were National League. I think.
Back to the top of the order, Dustin Woodcock grounded out to second base his first time up. 10 home runs on the season, 276 average, and he looks at ball 1 here from Beggs. That was ball 1. And this one inside, 2-0 the count now to Dustin. He had 3 home runs on Wednesday, so huge Wednesday for Dustin. Unbelievable. That's doing it, folks. Anytime you put more than 1 home run up on the board in a single day. Swing and a miss here. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Lou Ford on deck. And now the count goes 3-1 to Dustin Woodcock. 824 OPS for Dustin. And swing and a miss here. Count full now, 3-2. Beggs kicks and fires the payoff pitch here. Swing and a miss. And Dustin Woodcock goes down swinging here, and that is out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Turbo flew out to center. Woodcock swings and misses on that one. 2 outs, and now Lou Ford, the hitting coach, also the designated hitter for the Ducks tonight, will step in. Lou Ford also grounded out to second his first trip. And he'll look at a first pitch high, ball 1, the fastball missing, 90 miles an hour from Beggs. Strike 3, and Beggs gets out of the inning by striking out Lou Ford. Hey, we're headed to the bottom of the 3rd. No score here in Lexington. As a matter of fact, only 2 hits. Martinez in there for a strike, 89 mile an hour fastball, hits the outside corner. Martinez readies himself. And he hits the second pitch into center field for a single. And the Genomes have their runner aboard here in the bottom of the 3rd as Martinez reaches safely. And Chase Velo, the catcher, will come up to see what he can do to get Martinez around these bases and the Genomes on the board. You know, Major League Baseball history, only 4 players have hit a home run as a teenager and after turning 40. Can you name one of them or any of them? 4 have hit a home run in the major leagues as a teenager, and those same 4 people hit a home run after they turned 40. There's been 4 to do it in history. Can you think of any of them? And bat goes flying, and hey, that's a nice little catch down there by that fella. As that bat came out of the hands of Chase Velo, and they catch it there. Nice catch by that guy. Pretty solid OPS, 808 for a guy who's batting 208. Chase. Now you asked me that question about the 3 brothers, right? Well, I got a follow-up question for you about the Alou brothers here in just a second. And there's a strike there, so 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now the off count stays 2-2. Martinez goes on the pitch, so he'll have to head back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Long look over there by De Leon to first. Martinez with a nice lead over there. De Leon's checking. Now he kicks and fires the 2-2. Chase Velo swings and misses, and that's out number 1 as Velo goes down swinging on strikes. And Clayton Melbauer, the shortstop, will come up. Hugh, I can't do 4-part trivia questions. I'm a C student. You know that. You just like picking on me.
It's stuff you can let the audience know.
Here's Clayton Melbauer, the Bellarmine University grad. Martinez gets back on the throw by De Leon.
Educate the baseball public
That's right. You got to do it.
about baseball issues.
I mean, I got that one the other day wrong. How many strikes make an out? When you're picking on me these 4-part questions from the 50s.
Well, this one I think this one was early 70s.
That's number 7. Nice crowd is made out here tonight on a Friday and down. Here's the 1-2, 1 out, 1 on for the Genomes. De Leon checks the runner. De Leon checks the runner on the 2-2 pitch. Runner at first. Now kicks and 12 home runs lead the Genomes this year. As do his 46 RBIs. It is time to come on out here and enjoy a baseball game. Bring the family and have some hot dogs, some cold Pepsi, and enjoy baseball. De Leon checks the runner at second. Now kicks and fires the 2-1. Swing and a miss from Becker. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Anderson Miller in the on-deck circle for the Genomes. Some fans continuing to come in here. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 2 on for the Genomes, as you see on the on-base graphics there. This one chopped down the first base side, foul. Travis picks it up. As you look at those graphics, if the base is yellow, that means somebody is on the base. If the base is black, it's empty. So you see runners at first and second. Two balls, 2 strikes to Luke Becker. Quite honestly, I'm surprised Luke Becker is still here. I would have thought somebody would have come through to buy his contract by now. I know this. Luke Becker will be in the major leagues at some point. He is a great baseball player. Here's the 2-2. De Leon checks the runner at second. Martinez now kicks and fires. Becker right back down the first base side, almost the exact spot where he found the last pitch. De Leon getting ready to pitch his 41st pitch. Actually, 42nd pitch here for De Leon. Here's the 2-2. Outside, and now Luke Becker has worked the count full, just like Melbauer did. Melbauer at first. Tio Martinez at second. Luke Becker at the plate. Genomes and Ducks, a game 1 of the 3-game series tonight. No score. Ducks with 1 hit tonight. Genomes with 2, but they have 2 on with 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd, threatening. Here's the payoff to Becker. Down low and inside. Ball 4. So now base is loaded. And Anderson Miller, the Lexington, Kentucky native, comes to the plate. So Becker draws another 8-pitch walk. So back-to-back 8-pitch walks here for the Genomes. And now the pitching coach out to talk to Anderson De Leon. Anderson Miller steps in, bases loaded. Bases loaded for Miller, 1 out. Martinez at third, Melbauer at second, Becker at first. First pitch outside, ball 1. Miller, 258 batting average, 3 home runs, 4 triples, 24 RBIs. Hoping to add to that total here. Big lead by Becker at second. As you see him, Melbauer at second, as you see him on your screen there, number 3. De Leon in a jam here with 1 out. Kicks and fires outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Now the pressure's on Anderson De Leon as he has walked the last 2 batters on 8 pitches, and he's in danger of walking Anderson Miller now because he's behind in the count 2-0. Checks his runner at third, looks in at Miller. Kicks, fires, and Miller pops it up foul into the stands. 2 balls, 1 strike. Miller, 2 balls, 1 strike. And Miller chops this one down the first base side, foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As you got to look at it there from the home plate camera operator, Nick Wilson. Good job by Nick. Genomes Baseball here on YouTube Live. We appreciate everybody joining us. No score here in Lexington, Kentucky between the Ducks and the Genomes. Bottom of the third, 1 out. Genomes threatening with bases loaded. Now look at the catcher. Did y'all catch that? The catcher pointing to third. It might be a throw. Ball gets away from the catcher. Martinez holds up at third. And the count now full 3-2 as that pitch got away from Castro. Not sure what he was doing there, but Castro was looking at his pitcher going like this, pointing to third and gesturing. Could have been saying he thought they should throw down and try to get Martinez there. But now, 3-2 count, 1 out. He's got to throw a strike here or he walks in a run. Miller knows that. Righty on lefty here. And here's the payoff pitch. And Miller hits a deep shot to right center field up against the wall. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. Miller headed to third. 3 runners will come in. And Miller gets tagged out at third base. I don't know that he got out on that tag, folks. But 3 runs score. Miller does his job. As you watch the replay here, Miller around first, turns second, Melbauer across. Oh, he was there. 3 runs score, though, so give him credit for a double and then a tag out at third. And it's a 3-0 Genomes lead. Anderson Miller gets RBI number 25, 26, and 27 on that hit there. And Chris Shaw at the plate here now. Strike one to Shaw with 2 outs. And nobody on base. First time up, he went down on strikes swinging. He rips this one to first base. It's smothered by Travis, and he tosses to De Leon, and that is the 3rd out. So, after 3. Puts him behind South Maryland's Harris and Gastonia's Rosa. Here's the 2-1 pitch into left field. Top of the 4th. David, 65 and 67. Yeah, my coach, he used to say to me, Steve, grab a bat and stop this rally. So I know how Brooks feels. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dueñez cuts off the throw, and that'll hold De Aza at 3rd. And there's De Aza there talking to Wally Backman, the manager of the Ducks. You get up next to Castro, and he's a big guy. He's not small by any stretch. This one outside from Beggs. 2 balls and 1 strike. And this pitch in there for strike 2. Now, Chris played for the Oakland A's. That's where he won the American League crown for home runs. He also played for the Brewers. Who was his first team, though? Or his last team. Maybe his last team. He played for the Brewers, the A's, and one other team while he was in the major leagues. Yeah, the Rangers. 170-foot shot because it landed on top of the Pepsi party deck. But right field's 318, left field's 320, and straightaway center's 401. 1-1 now to Moises Sierra. And Sierra gives this one a ride to left field. Going back at the warning track, making the catch is Alejandro De Aza, and that's out number 1. So Sierra trying to match what Davis did the opposite way. And there's 1 out as Samir Dueñez comes to the plate. First pitch here to Dueñez inside. Strike 1, caught the corner. He didn't agree, and I'd have to agree with him. I thought I was inside. A little too close, but of course that's from my view, and I'm not as close as the home plate umpire, so I'm sure he got it right. And this one hit deep, right center field. Goodbye as Samir Dueñez jacks his 4th home run of the season. And the last time I think he hit a home run here at Wild Hill Field, it was in that exact same spot right over the First Guard Fence Company sign. So 2 home runs here in the 4th inning, and now the Genomes lead 5-0 with that 375-foot shot from Dueñez. 5-0 now. The Genomes, who have yet to beat the Long Island Ducks in 3 attempts, are in good shape here in the bottom of the 4th as they lead 5-0 with 1 out. That looked like Dave Kaplan. This one missing. 1-1's a count. One ball, 2 strikes to Martinez. 1 out. He chops this one to shortstop. They rush it, throw, and it's a 6-3 out for out number 2 here. Chase Velo steps in, 2 outs. 206 average, 9 home runs, 22 RBIs for the catcher. Went down swinging first time up. He hits this one foul, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to Velo. 800 OPS. This one, breaking ball, 75 miles an hour, misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Genomes 2 home runs so far this inning. Can Chase Velo deliver another? Here's the 1-1. This one swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I want to thank all of you for joining the broadcast tonight and tuning in on YouTube Live to watch. We appreciate that. Here's the 1-2. De Leon kicks and fires. Woo, just missing. I think De Leon wanted that 3rd strike, and I don't blame him. It looked like it was right there. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th. Genomes 5. Ducks nothing. Here's the 2-2. This one hit high into the sky. Foul. Several ducks going over there, but it is out of the pond and in the grass. Bottom of the 4th. Genomes leading here. They're in pretty good shape as they have never beaten the Ducks. First time they played the Ducks in a 3-game series was June 17th through the 19th. Ducks won 4-0 in Game 1, 10-0 Game 2, 7-1 Game 3. Here's the 2-2. And this one misses just outside, 3-2. And again, De Leon surprised, and I am as well. I thought last 2 pitches looked pretty good. 3-2, 2 outs. De Leon likes the sign. Now he winds, kicks, fires, and a swing and a miss. And Velo will go down swinging for the 2nd time tonight. But the Genomes get 2 runs on 2 hits, and they lead 5-0 as we head to the 5th. This is Wild Health Genomes Baseball right here on the Genomes Baseball Network. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. L.J. Mazzilli coming to the plate, the son of former Major League great and New York Met Lee Mazzilli. Dustin Beggs, winds, kicks, and fires, and that's check swing, but it's in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1 now. Top of the fifth here, Genomes with a 5-0 lead. If you add up the total amount of runs they scored in the last 3 games they played, the Ducks, you get 1 run. So they have already put up a lot more runs in just a half of this game as they did in the 3 games prior. Here's the 1-1. This one in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two and 1 the count. And now Mazzilli steps out. Now back in. Here's the 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Two balls, 1 strike, or 3-1, I'm sorry. Here's Beggs, fires, and this one low, and Mazzilli draws a walk here. And that's the second time tonight he's got on base with a walk. And that brings Vladimir Frias to the plate, the shortstop. Frias gets in there. First pitch called strike. Frias batting from the left side. He is a switch hitter. Here's the 0-1. Beggs checks his runner. Now turns and fires. They got him picked off. And they get him out there. Did he get the tag? He says no. Whoa. Number 1, he was out of the base path, but 2, it looked like Duenas was sure he had him. They had him picked off. This is a great angle. He missed him, but was he in the base path?
He was okay. He was okay.
So the official scorer, Hugh Davis, says he was okay, and that's why I vehemently disagree with you. And Iva comes through for us here. Thank you, ma'am. So here's the 0-1. And this one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Boy, I tell you what. They had Mazzilli dead to rights there, and Mazzilli got around that tag from Duenas and got back to first. And this time they try to pick off, and they don't get him. Hugh Davis saw the angle, said no, he was fine, and quite honestly, I do agree with him there. I was just being a homer when I said I disagreed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Another throw, and now Beggs is just I think he's a little ticked off here, and he's just going to try to pick him off because they knew they had him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Vladimir Frias batting from the left side, the switch hitter. 1-1. And he hits this one to center field. Miller goes back a few steps, waits, catches, and tosses in, and that's out number 1. So Mazzilli goes back to first with 1 down here. And Johnny Turbo comes up, one of the coolest names in baseball, for his second trip. Turbo popped out to third. Johnny Turbo, 296 batting average, 4 home runs, 20 RBIs. The speedster. 1 on, 1 out for the Ducks here, top of the 5th. And Beggs kicks and fires, and that's strike one. Thanks to all of you joining us here. And they try to get Mazzilli again with the pickoff. No balls, one strike. Here's the 0-1. Now another pickoff. Dueñez tries to get the tag on Mazzilli. They're trying to get him where he's turning for second again to pick him off. Turbo. Here's the 0-1. Beggs looks in, kicks, fires. Upstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. 86 degrees here in Lexington, Kentucky. Central Kentucky known for horses, basketball, Kentucky basketball, of course, bourbon, and Genomes baseball. We appreciate you all tuning in. Here's the 1-1. Turbo, double play ball to short, over to second, over to first. Did they get him? They got him. Nice scoop there by the first baseman, Dueñez. And that'll end the top of the 5th as Turbo hits into a double play. And the Genomes coming up in the bottom of the 5th with a 5-0 lead. This is Genomes baseball right here on the Genomes Baseball Network. Bottom of the 5th here. Genomes with a 5-0 lead over the Ducks. Here's Clayton Milbauer. Fouls the first pitch back for strike one. Milbauer walked his last time up. Clayton batting 175, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. I want to thank all of you for tuning in on YouTube Live and joining the broadcast tonight. We thank you for being a part of it. Strike 2 here. 0-2. Anderson De Leon has really done a great job pitching tonight. He's only misfired on a few pitches. A double, a bases clearing double by Anderson Miller was 3 of the runs, and then 2 home runs, one by Chris Davis, one by Samir Dueñez, and he's only given up a total of 5 hits, so not really throwing bad. That one misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Milbauer. Anderson De Leon, the Brooklyn, New York native. Genomes with 5 hits tonight. Ducks with 2. As Dustin Beggs is throwing a shutout 2-hitter through 4 so far. Now the count's full 3-2. Here's the payoff, and that one misses. Melbauer will walk for the second time tonight. Him and L.J. Mazzilli both with 2 walks. And that'll bring Luke Becker back to the plate. And Luke walked his last time up and grounded out to short his first time. Becker, 293 batting average, 12 home runs, leads the team. The 46 RBIs does as well. The 874 OPS. Bottom of the 5th, Genomes lead 5-0. Here's the first pitch to Becker. That one's in there for strike 1. Great night for baseball. We want to thank all of you for tuning in. Lexington, Kentucky, Wild Health Field. This field is shared by the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes, who you're tuned into, and the Lexington Legends. Here's the 0-1. De Leon fires and fouled back. Becker now 0-2. Last time he was at the plate, he was in an 0-2 hole and ended up getting a walk, so he can work the count. Head-to-head, these teams, this is the 4th game. The 3 games combined, the Genomes only scored 1 run against the Ducks, and the Ducks won all 3 of those games the first series they played. They've already scored 5 runs in the first game here of the 3-game set. So no matter what happens from this point on, they still have scored 5 times the number of runs this time around as they did the first time around against the Ducks. So 0-2 now. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. That one fouled out of play to Luke Becker. 1 on, nobody out for the Genomes. Bottom of the 5th. Anderson De Leon on the bump, the right-hander for the Ducks. Checks his runner now, kicks and fires. Becker hits this one, a double play ball. Picked up, over to second, over to first. They got them both, and that's 2 down here. As the second baseman, Mazzilli, tosses to Frias. You see the replay there, and they get it over to Travis to complete the double play. Anderson Miller here had a bases clearing double in the 3rd inning and was thrown out going for 3. You look at that replay, though, I don't know if I agree with it, but I wasn't on the field, so from my angle, looked like he might have been safe. The 1-0 in there for a strike, 1-1. So Miller with 3 RBIs on the game tonight, 262 average on the season, 3 home runs. Chops this one foul off his foot there as he walks that one off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hey, get the family, folks. Come on out to Wild Health Field here in Lexington. Grab your family, come out to a baseball game. Have a nice cold Pepsi, have some hot dogs. Miller stepping back in. Left-handed center fielder. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here at Wild Health Field. This one hit hard left field, going to sail foul. You saying the Dominican Republic? Where? No, Venezuela. It's South America, and it is the northeast South America. I've actually been to Venezuela, been to the Dominican Republic, been to Costa Rica, been to Panama. Beautiful country, beautiful people, amazing food. Miller rips this one foul over the Mattress Overstock warehouse roof. And I'm telling you, let me just say this. You go down there, you'll be hotter and it's muggier than all get out. But the food is amazing. The people are the best. They go out of their way to make you feel welcome, and loved all my trips there, especially Panama. Bottom of the fifth, 1-2 to Miller, 2 outs here. Genomes with a 5-0 lead. Here's a 1-2. Anderson De Leon full windup, kicks and fires, and it's low. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Miller. Miller played middle school baseball here in Lexington, or Babe Ruth, I should say, in South Lexington. Played high school baseball for the Lafayette Generals. He's got a little baby at home, Kai Miller, who is now 12 weeks old. I think that old, that close. That one in there, and a call strike, and he'll go down looking. So after 5, it's the Genomes 5, the Ducks nothing. And then Carlos Castro looks back as he heads back to the dugout. We're going to miss seeing his face around here. But the Genomes lead 5-0. We're headed to the 6th, folks. This is Genomes Baseball. We'll be back right after this. Dustin Woodcock steps in, the lefty, to face Dustin Beggs. Strike 1. Top of the 6th inning here at Wild Hill Field in Lexington, Kentucky. I'm Steve Tressler. Genomes lead 5-0. Beggs throwing a 2-hit shutout through 5. Here's the 0-1 in there for strike 2. And when you're throwing strikes and you've got a great defense behind you, it certainly helps. Only 2 strikeouts tonight for Dustin. And this one fouled off, so Dustin Woodcock stays alive. 2 Dustins. This is Dusty on Dusty here as Dustin Beggs is firing to Dustin Woodcock. And this one up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss here, and strikeout number 3 for Dustin Beggs. As for the second time tonight, he's got Dustin Woodcock on strikes. Now the DH for the team comes up. This is Lou Ford. Lou Ford batting .385 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. He's also the batting coach for the Ducks as he hits this one. First pitch hard, goes foul. It's almost time for 6-inning trivia. That'll come up right after Lou Ford's at bat here. Counts 0-1 to Ford. Lou Ford hits this one. Going right field coming up. And making the catch out there for out number 2 is Chris Shaw. That's a first ball hit to Shaw tonight. So name the only pitcher who holds a major league record for most career regular season wins without ever having a single regular season at bat. Who is the only pitcher? As first pitch here to Alejandro De Aza, misses ball 1. Who's the only pitcher who holds the major league record for most career regular season wins without ever having a single regular season at bat? Here's the 1-0. And De Aza rips this one, and it's going to go foul. Strike 1 as it ricochets off the patio down there in right field, and Chris Shaw making his way over to it to pick it up and toss it to one of the fans. So Ron Guidry is the answer to the trivia. Guidry won 170 games for the Yankees between 75 and 88. He had 9 plate appearances in that 13-year span, but all of them were in the World Series, and he never recorded a hit. This one upstairs, 2 balls and 1 strike now to Alejandro De Aza. He's number 3 in the league in batting average at .330, 5 home runs, 38 RBIs. Now, Lou Ford is batting .385, who hit before him, but does not qualify because he does not have enough at-bats. And this one hits the outside corner, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Home plate umpire Michael Rash says strike 2. De Aza says, I don't think so. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 6th, Genomes 5, Ducks nothing. That one upstairs, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Beggs with 3 strikeouts tonight. And this one outside, ball 4. Two outs here. De Aza draws the walk. Sam Travis, the first baseman, comes up, batting .300, 8 home runs, 56 RBIs. And this first hit here goes foul, strike 1. Beggs pitched a fantastic game thus far, 3 strikeouts. He's thrown 77 pitches, 44 have been strikes, 5.05 ERA. No runs allowed and only 2 hits through 5 2/3. And this one in there, just high, 1 ball, 1 strike. And now he says, where was that? Was that outside? Was it high? Official says, yep, it was a little high. He says, okay. 1-1 the count. Beggs from the stretch, runner at first. That's De Aza. He kicks and fires. And this one chopped to third, picked up, fired to second. They get the force out. And that'll end the inning as Sierra fires it over to Becker. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th. Genomes lead here, 5-0. We'll be back with more Genomes baseball right after this. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Genomes with a 5-0 lead. Chris Shaw steps up to the plate. First pitch to Shaw in there for strike one. Genomes, 3 runs in the third, 2 in the fourth, and that gives them their 5 runs. Swing and a miss here by Shaw. And it's 0-2. Anderson De Leon's pitched a good game himself, him and Beggs, both. And Shaw goes down looking, and that's strikeout number 2 of the evening for Chris Shaw. Now Chris Davis comes back up. And here's Chris Davis. He homered last time up. One ball, no strikes. Former American League home run champion Davis, who hit a home run 370-some feet his last time up to the opposite field. Davis, 5'11", 240. Here's the 2-0. Upstairs, 3 balls, no strikes. That fastball, 88 miles an hour, missing. 3-0, you can bet they've given him a green light to swing on a 3-0 if he sees something he likes. And he's taken all the way, though, that time. As you can tell by body language, he wasn't going to swing on that. Well, you know, whenever a player does that, I think, well, why wouldn't they throw it right down the middle if they know you're going to take all the way? He got some big arms on him, doesn't he? Here's the 3-1, and this one chopped foul. Full count, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Here's the payoff from De Leon. And this one, absolute rocket to left field. Not a chance of that staying in the ballpark, folks, as that goes foul. And if that was any closer to that foul pole, it'd be 6-0. That was about a 450-foot foul ball to left field. Here's Moises Sierra, 1 on, 1 out for Sierra, 285 average. First pitch, double play ball over to the shortstop, over to first, and that's it. So 5-4-3, or excuse me, 4-5-3, and that'll end the inning. We're headed to the 7th, folks. Genomes 5, Ducks nothing. We'll be back with more Genomes baseball on the Genomes Radio Network. teams this year, on his third team this year, now with the Long Island Ducks, batting .308. And boy, that really speaks to him as a ball player. He's played with 3 separate teams in the year. Still 2. His son was also a 4th-round pick, 116th pick overall from Brooklyn, New York. This one chopped right back to Beggs. Plenty of time. He caught it, fixed his hat, walked towards first, underhanded it to the bag, and that'll end the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. If you're at home, do it with us and sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." We'll be back with more Genomes Baseball from Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky, right after this. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. Welcome back to Wild Hill Field. And Samir Dueñas looks at strike one inside as the Ducks have a new pitcher on the mound here, number 49. That is James Varela. Varela from Levittown, New York. Played for Grand Junction at one point, 6'1", 210, right-hander. One ball, one strike. Dueñas hit a home run his last time up. He took De Leon 350 feet to left field. That was the second home run of the 4th inning. All the runs tonight for the Genomes 3 in the third, 2 in the fourth, and that's been it. Duenas hits this one right field, and right there to make the catch is the right fielder, Johnny Turbo, for out number 1. So with 1 out, Teodoro Martinez comes back up to the plate for his third trip. Teo single to center's first time up and grounded out to the shortstop. As he steps into the box here, Genomes a 5-0 lead on the Ducks. They've lost 3 games to the Ducks this season. They've only played them 3 times. This one fouled out of play, strike 1. June 17th, 18th, and 19th, they were in Long Island. They lost 4-0, 10-0, and 7-1 to the Ducks. This is the first series the Ducks have come to play at Wild Health Field versus the Genomes in their inaugural season. This one chopped down to third base, picked up, fired over to first, and that's out number 2 as the third baseman down there makes light work of that ground ball as Davidson Romero sends it over to Travis. And now Chase Below comes back up with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch to him, strike 1. Below today has struck out both times he's come up. Swinging both times. Here's the 0-1, missing the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. James Varela on the mound, 6'1", 210. Here's the 1-1. And this one just misses that outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Great night for baseball. It's really cooled down since the game started. It was 88 degrees at the first pitch. It's right at 80 degrees now. Nice breeze. Swing and a miss here. 2 balls, 2 strikes as Velo was full on that pitch. I want to thank all our corporate sponsors for supporting Genomes Baseball this year, especially Pepsi Cola Bottling of Lexington, Kentucky, as they sponsor that beautiful Pepsi party deck and always have. Swing and a miss here. Strike 3 to Velo, and that'll end the 7th. Genomes lead here 5-0. We're headed to the 8th, folks. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. New pitcher on the bump for the Genomes, Alejandro Chacin. As you see Moises Sierra getting his dance on over there at third base. Man, he's got some moves. So we're ready to start the 8th inning. Vladimir Frias will lead off the inning here, the switch-hitting second baseman. Frias at shortstop tonight, but the switch hitter. He was the 30th round draft pick of the San Francisco Giants back in 2008. And he comes up to the plate here. Played with the Diamondbacks at one point in his career. And he signed on with the Long Island Ducks back in 2019. First pitch, 8th inning. And that one missing outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Chacin on the mound there. And this one's swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chacin has pitched in several games this year, 14 2/3 innings. This one hits the outside corner, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Crowd here, everybody's still in place, enjoying Genomes baseball here at Wild Health Field. He kicks and fires and got him looking. Strike 3. And Frias had something to say about it to the home plate umpire, Michael Rash, but he's not going to change his mind as he goes down looking tonight on strikes for the first time. Alejandro Chacin has struck out 15 and walked 10 through 14 2/3. That was his 16th strikeout in 15 innings. This one fouled off by Johnny Turbo. Turbo, formerly known as Darby Myers, before he changed his name legally to Johnny Turbo, the right fielder. He won the Atlantic League batting title in 2017 season. Was he Darby Myers then? As Darby Myers, all right. And strike 2 to Turbo. 0-2 the count. Oh, was it really? That was trivia question for the Ducks announcer tonight. Darby Myers was the batting champion in 2017, and he changed his name to Johnny Turbo, and here he is. Top of the 8th, 1 out, 0-2. Alejandro Chacin on the mound for the Genomes. He kicks and fires. This one way upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We sure do appreciate all of you joining the broadcast tonight on YouTube Live. One ball, 2 strikes to Turbo. 294 batter, 4 home runs, 20 RBIs. Swing and a miss. 2 up, 2 down, and 2 strikeouts for Chacin here in the 8th inning. So now top of the order, Dustin Woodcock comes up, the lefty. He grounded out to second base his first time at the plate. Since then, he struck out the last 2 times he's been up. Chacin from Maracay, Venezuela. Woodcock hits this one high into the sky, right field. I don't think it has the distance. Shaw makes a catch, and that'll end the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th. Genomes lead here 5-0. We'll be back with more Genomes baseball right after this. Here's the 0-2 to Melbauer. And this one high and inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 175 batter, 2 home runs, and 7 RBIs for Clayton Melbauer. Bottom of the 8th. It's been all Genomes. 5-0 here. This one outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's turned into a beautiful night. Nice breeze actually blowing into the field tonight. Typically those flags are blowing to the right or out. Tonight they're coming in as that north to south. Melbauer hits a rocket to center field high in the sky, and settling under it and making the catch there is Dustin Woodcock, and that's out number 1. So James Varela now going to have to face Anderson Miller, the center fielder. Miller has doubled tonight. He struck out looking his last time up. 261 average, 3 home runs, and 27 RBIs. 3 of those coming in the 3rd inning as he had a bases clearing double, and that gave him a 3-0 lead in the 3rd. Well, not back to back, but a 2 home run inning in the 4th for the Genomes as Chris Davis and Samir Dueñez hit home runs number 3 and number 4 respectively. Swing and a miss here by Miller. 1 ball, 1 strike. 57 here in central Kentucky. Eastern Standard Time. Should be the same time in Long Island if you're watching the game in New York. Here's the 1-2 to Miller. That one low and inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Genomes tonight, 5 runs on 5 hits. No errors. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. A pitching change. Little Guardado on the mound. Gabriel Moya, the former Minnesota Twins player. He signed with the Arizona Diamondbacks as an international free agent when he was 17 years old. Made his debut in the major leagues in 2017. From Cabamas, Venezuela. The nickname is Little Guardado. He'll face Lou Ford here as we start the top of the 9th inning. It's been all Genomes as they have led since the 3rd inning. And now 5-0 here, top of the 9th. He gets a sign here he likes. Here's the first pitch. Fastball inside. Missing, ball 1. Genomes, when they played their first series in June versus the Ducks, they were shut out 2 out of 3 games. So they're trying to repay the Ducks here, trying to return the favor, so to speak, as they lead 5-0. And they are holding the Ducks to a 2-hit shutout as we begin the 9th. 2 balls, no strikes. Little Guardado. As he looks in, here's the 2-0 to Lou Ford. That one in there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Gabriel Moya made his major league debut September 12th, 2017. Here's the 2-1 here. This one upstairs and outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Moya did play for the Lancaster Barnstormers last year. Then went and played for the Navegantes del Magallanes. And that one 3-2 there. Count full now. And then the Genomes signed him July 13th, just a couple days ago. Full count now to Lou Ford. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch from Moya as he looks in. Lou Ford readies himself. Swing and a miss, and he'll go down on strike. So give the strikeout credit to Moya. 1 up, 1 down. And that's the 7th strikeout for Genomes pitching tonight. And Alejandro De Aza comes back up. Now, De Aza, one of the best batters, one of the best hitters, I should say, in the league. Number 3 in the Atlantic League. And you're talking about as far as everyday players, that's 3rd out of about 90 everyday players. And that one in there, strike 1. Fastball 86 from Moya. See a ball stuck up there on the roof from that angle. You can see that baseball up there on the screen. De Aza, lefty on lefty here. As the left-handed Moya looks in. Now he agrees with that sign. Kicks, fires. And he got the outside corner, strike 2. De Aza says no. No. And home plate umpire says yeah. Now, I didn't read lips that time, folks. I was just guessing. No balls, 2 strikes to Alejandro De Aza. .330 batting average, 5 home runs, 38 RBIs. For the Major League Baseball 10-year veteran in the bigs, De Aza. Here's the 0-2 from Moya. Fouls this one off. Both of these players, Moya and De Aza, have played in the major leagues. A lot of guys out there have. Chris Shaw played for the Giants. Chris Davis played for the A's. Sierra, Felix P.A., Martinez. A lot of those guys have already been in the big leagues. Some of them are on their way there. Some are on their way here. Here's the 0-2. Moya kicks and Al fires. Strikeout number 2 of the inning for Gabriel Moya as he sends the fastball upstairs. And De Aza goes down swinging, and that's out number 2. Two outs. And first baseman Sam Travis coming to the plate. And I'm sure nothing bad is going to happen to make this game go a really long time. So Hugh Davis will be able to get home early, I'm sure. And I don't want to jinx it. I've never seen that look on Hugh's face before just now. That was strange. And first pitch here to Travis, strike 1. Genomes 5, Ducks nothing. Nothing to quack about tonight for the Ducks. Travis, 299 batter here. 8 home runs, 56 RBIs for Sam Travis. No balls, 2 strikes. Genomes 1 strike away from their first win over the Ducks in their inaugural season. 1 strike. And this would be the first win over the Ducks in Genomes history. Swing and a miss. And the Genomes beat the Ducks 5-0. Baseball is in their DNA, folks. As Gabriel Moya strikes out the side in the top of the 9th, and the Genomes get the W. The Ducks tonight, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. The Genomes, 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors. And that's your final score. The Wild Health Genomes 5, the Long Island Ducks nothing. I want to say thank you to all of you for joining the broadcast tonight. Will Painter was our public address announcer. DJ Picasso was the DJ tonight. Andrew Sexton was technical director. Hugh Davis was our official scorer tonight. Logan Weiler was on the video board. Nick Wilson was the home plate camera. Dave Kaplan was our official stringer. I'm Steve Tressler, folks. We'll be back tomorrow night, 6:40 first pitch for Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Long Island Ducks and the Wild Health Genomes. The win tonight goes to Dustin Beggs. Genomes 5-0 over the Long Island Ducks. We'll be back tomorrow with more Genomes baseball. Don't forget to tune in. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. That's all for this time. Until next time, have a great time, everybody. Genomes win 5-0. See you tomorrow night, and go Genomes.